Thank you. Never late except for today when we get the wrong memo. Well, we're going to do one here. This is a piece of American folklore, and being from the state of West Virginia, it's West Virginia folklore as well. We got a legend of a man named John Henry, the steel driving man. Hey. It's I've always loved those turn of the century man versus machine kind of stories, and this is one of the epic one, I guess, the big one. You know, they say old John Henry went up against the steam drill and then he won, and I always loved that story. Need a haircut. I'm gonna try my best. I had a bit of a inner ear issue earlier in the week, and about lost my voice midweek. Made it through the whole work week and survived it, but didn't know if I was gonna be able to sing this evening. You know, when I got here. So far, so good. But this one I got a high sing on it. So let's try it. John Henry is still driving, man. Yeah. All right. Let's do it. You know, I always get this one confused with John Hardy, the non-steel driver. And, yeah, it's an equally good tune. But, anyway, sorry, I'm just making sure my picks are slick for this one. I'm just rubbing them real quick. Here we go. Yeah, you put a little bit of grease on there, and then you slick them. Yeah, and then somebody comes up and wants to play your banjo, and you're like, buddy, well, yeah. It's like sharing a straw. You just don't do it, you know. Yeah, can I borrow that G harp for a minute? Yeah. Wait a minute, hold on. Can I borrow it now? Yeah. Ask me about that story later. I got a true story about that. You want to know it. It's a good one. All right, anyways, John Hardy, the steel driving man. Ready? Yeah. Lord, my Johnny gonna be still driving man. Oh, Johnny gonna be whistle there and we'll play a banjo tune. How about that? Look at all that high singing there. All right, friends. It's time for a banjo tune, and so we're going to go get our friend over here who plays the banjo, and he's going to come and play a song for you. And, yeah. All right, come on, Don, get over here. Okay, so anyway, Don Reno walks up right now, I'm leaving. So, anyway, because he's been gone for a minute. But anyways, we're going to do a Don Reno number for you because I've said Don Reno now 3 times, and if you say Don Reno, Don Reno, Don Reno, just like Beetlejuice, a song appears. So we're going to play a Don Reno number for you now. I have always loved the styles of Don Reno, and very different than Earl Scruggs. Usually, you know, banjo players kind of get stuck in that Earl Scruggs thing where, well, Earl didn't do it that way, and I like being labeled as the guy that does things not like Earl Scruggs, so that's me, and so we're going to do it like Don Reno instead. So, yeah, that's right.
I'll be a while.
Different, and
I'll check out my
yeah,
give
so
me a
we'll
drink
leave
of
it at that. So we're going to do your Don Reno number now. This one is an old timer that goes clear back to the vaudeville era. My great-grandmother was a Charleston champion. This is one of the tunes we used to dance to on the front room rug. When she would allow, yeah, you're right, that's real close.
Not in his bare feet.
Not in the bare feet. But anyways, this one's a little tune called, entitled, Whispering. Yeah, well, just like that. And it is probably one of the coolest arrangements of any tune that I ever come across. So anyways, this is Don Reno's arrangement of Whispering. And we're going to put in all the licks. Everyone. All right, let's swing it and make it hot. Something like that, yeah. Play me out, Johnny. Here we go. that was 10 minutes of whispering. I had an idea and I did it, so sorry about that, but I liked it.
Trade culture.
Good old, pardon me, I didn't hear you.
Trade culture.
Let her rip.
I'm going to do one here. This was not originally an old-time number nor a bluegrass number, but it works real nicely in the style, both instrumentally and vocally. I don't know if we have any Marshall Tucker Band fans out here. Yeah. We got a few. You don't always get that if you go to certain bluegrass shows. You say it and they go, huh? Oh, we're going to try. This is called Fire on the Mountain. Dreams about the West Man started to roam. 6 long months on that dust-covered trail. Say heaven's at the end, but so far it's been hell. And it's fire on the mountain and lightning in the air. Rolling hills and it's waiting for me there. Shifting from 5 to 5, selling everything we had, Lord, just to stay alive. We're gonna float free like that whiskey in the bar. Sinning was a big thing, Lord, and Satan was a star. And it's fire on the mountain and lightning in the air. Rolling them hills and it's waiting for me there. Evening tree, scarves and blood line the gutters of the street. Men were shot down for the sake of fun, just to hear the sound of them 44 guns. And it's fire on the mountain and lightning in the air. Rolling hills and it's waiting for me there. She grieves by my grave. Tears flow free for her man she could not save. Shot down in cold blood by a gun that carried fame. All for no good and worthless claim. And it's fire on the mountain and lightning in the air. Rolling hills and it's waiting for me there. Waiting for me there. Well, it's waiting for me there. Fire on the mountain. Thank you so much.
I don't know if I understand what you're saying, Trey. I don't understand that phrase at all.
What's that?
He's saying fire on the mountain. I don't understand what he's saying. What is it? Oh, it's far. Oh, well, why didn't you say so? I know far on the mountain. Oh, this fella, I tell you what, his English is just not as impeccable as mine. You know.
Impeccable.
Impeccable. I'll pick you. You can pick you right now. That's impeccable.
Well, we're having too much fun.
We get paid the same, so we're great. We're fine.
Shall we medal?
Let's do it.
Okay, medal.
Get it.
We're going to try one here. I'm going to do the first part of this. We're going to mash two songs together, I believe. I do believe. The first part I'm going to do is a song that was a co-write between two folks that I never knew wrote songs together. One is Joan Baez, the folk singer and songwriter of the 60s and 70s. The other being Jerry Garcia of the Grateful Dead. They wrote this song, and I've always enjoyed this song. I didn't know that they wrote it together, and what they did is they got together and decided of all the types of songs to write, they decided to write a song in the stylings of old English ballads. I'm not sure why. It's kind of a neat idea. The thing is about old English ballads, there's common themes among certain songs. That there'll be maybe 50 songs written telling the same story. You know what I mean? That's just part of the folk tradition. So something would happen historically or that sort of thing, and 100 people write a song about it, and it just gets added to the folk collection. They just took one of those common themes and wrote this song. It's a song called Jackaroo. It's about a fella that goes off to war. This is back in the old days when they fought with cannonballs from ships, that sort of thing. He goes off to war, and the love of his life can't bear to be without him. So she goes down to a tailor's shop. She dresses in men's array. And she climbs aboard a ship to convey herself away. When she got on board, they said, "Sir, what's your name? We'd like to know." And that's where they got the name of the song. She said, "They call me Jackaroo." Now, I'm going to sing that part, and then Gray's going to step in, and we're going to mash two tunes together because they work real nice together. And Gray's going to do one called Darlin' Corey, the old traditional number. Y'all in for a treat. Yeah. You all right? Well, there was a wealthy merchant in London, he did well. He had a beautiful daughter. Truth to you I'll tell, Lord, truth to you I'll tell. She had sweethearts aplenty and men of high degree. Well, Jack the sailor, her true love there could be. Well, her true love there could be. Well, now Jackie's gone a sailing. Trouble on his mind, and he's left his native country and his darling girl behind. Well, his darling girl behind. She went down to the tailor shop. She dressed in men's array, and she climbed aboard a vessel to convey herself away, or convey herself away. Well, before you get on board, sir, your name we'd like to know. She smiled all in her countenance and said, "They call me Jackaroo." Well, they call me Jackaroo. Your waist is slender, your fingers are small. Well, your cheeks too red and rosy, the face a cannonball. Lord, the face a cannonball. Well, I know my waist is slender, fingers are small, but it would not make me tremble to see 10,000 fall. Lord, to see 10,000 fall. quickly healed his wound. This couple, they got married, so well they did agree. Now this couple, they got married, so why not you and me? Well, why not you and me? Oh, why not you and me? Well, why not you and me?
Preacher, darling Corey's funeral in some lonesome graveyard ground. Wake up, darling Corey. What makes you sleep so sound? The revenue officers are coming. They're gonna tear your still house down.
Buchanan there singing for you. We got time for one more, and then we'll be back later on this evening do another set for you. If we got time for one more, if y'all want one more, we'll do that. Can we get your help on one here? I love a good old call and answer crowd participation type number, and this is one of my favorites. This one, all you got to do is know two words. Y'all come. That's all you got to say. I'll say, y'all come, and you'll say, hey, they did it in time. They did it pretty good. Generally, I got to remind people, preferably together and in time, but y'all do pretty good. Y'all ready? Y'all come. We're ready.
They got it. We're good.
Ready? We'll do it full again. Yeah. Okay. All right, ready? questions right away. Ah, but everybody's leaving. Even though she's grieving, you can still hear Grandma say, y'all come, y'all come, well, you all come see us now and then. Y'all come, and you all come see us when you can. Y'all come, well, you all come see us now and then. When you can, say you all come see us when you can. Thank you so much.
Hillbilly Bisquits. All right, they'll be back here in just a little while. We're going to do a dinner break here for about an hour or so. Don't forget the pork tenderloin dinner inside here. It smells awfully good, I'll tell you. Go in and visit with us. $12.99, pork tenderloin, green beans, maybe another vegetable and a heavy dessert. We'll see you here in about an hour or so.
Few friends that I have left. I don't plan on recording anymore this evening, so I hope you enjoy your evening. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Stoney Point Campground and Bluegrass Festival. And there's a possibility we might be live at Fredericksburg next weekend. We'll see what happens. So love y'all. Bye.